All right, good morning. I am the Pit Messiah, your host for the Quiet Storm live trading session for July the 14th, 2025. We've got a little bit of pre market action that we're going to review. But before we get into that, I'm going to go over how we do what we do and what I'm looking for. And then we'll get into reviewing each one of the trade opportunities. Um, have kind of a 15-minute pace. So every 15 minutes, TradingView is going to evaluate each one of the assets that we do trade on the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame where applicable. And then it spits out possible trade opportunities on a buy and sell basis. We evaluate each one of those in live time, and hopefully we'll get some opportunities to get into the market. It is Monday. Things can be a little slow sometimes. We'll see. That being said, let's look at the first opportunity we'll be looking at. This is a 15-minute time frame on Tron versus Tether, the TRX USDT. Now, what you're going to notice on each one of these charts is a number of colored lines. These are exponential moving averages. An exponential moving average is a graphical representation of the average to the last number of a certain number of candles. In our case, the yellow line is the 5 exponential moving average. The red line is the 13 exponential moving average. You can consider the yellow line to represent the power of the buyers and the red line to represent the power of the sellers. So when you're looking at any chart on any time frame, in this case TRX USDT on the 15 minute, right now the red, the 13 EMA, is over the yellow, the 5 EMA, which means that the sellers have control of the market on this asset on this time frame. But the call is for a buy. In addition to that, you have a few other lines. You have the 50 EMA, which is the aqua line. You have the 200 EMA, which is the gray line. And you have the 800 EMA, which is the blue line. These are major areas of support and resistance. In this case, because the lines are on the bottom, these are major areas of support. So putting that together to analyze what we're currently looking at, when the signal was called, price was slightly above the 50 EMA. You have aqua gray blue, which shows an uptrend, and buyers were in control of the market. The yellow was over the red. Price has since crested and come back down and fallen between the 50 and the 200 EMA. So at the point in which we're looking at this signal, this is a trade that I would not take, even though we're in an uptrend. Why? Because price is in between an area of support and resistance. There's a possibility this may fall further. So I would not particularly take this setup, even though it appears that price could go up further. It's probably going to decline further before it goes up. You see the same thing on the 30 minute. You have aqua gray blue, which basically is an uptrend. You have price between a major area of support, which is the 200 EMA, and resistance, which is the 50 EMA. That's not really ideally what you want. You want price to be above the aqua, the gray, and the blue on an uptrend to take that opportunity. Next, we have Kava USDT on the 15 minute. This trade is already completed, and it did hit take profit. We have XTD, TZ, USTD. This is Tezos. Again, the trade is already completed. Aqua gray blue, this was definitely an uptrend. Clean price action all the way to take profit. We have Portal USDT. Very quick move. About an hour and 15 minutes to take profit. This trade is already completed. We have PopCat USTD on the 30-minute. Again, entry here at 11 o'clock on the 11th. Seems like price was really waffling sideways for a while and then took off. Along with this rally on Bitcoin past 122,000, its new all-time high. Again, this trade is already completed. It hit take profit. We have MKR USDT, a trade that we're still in. It has reconfirmed the sell that we're already in. So we're staying in this trade. We caught it at a very high price when it was running counter to the market, and it is still resetting on price. So hold that trade. And now most recently we have AUD USD. We're in this trade. It appears to have hit stop loss. So we're actually going to re-enter this trade. So we'll go ahead and fix that. We're going to enter this trade to 0.66449. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this parameter set. We'll go ahead and drop in the trade here. So we definitely have a hit stop loss. This would be the original trade. And we'll be re-entering this. So this is AUD USD, 15-minute confirmation on the market execution buy. Now it's going to be a 4.02 risk to reward ratio to the same take profit, 0.66449, which is now 86 pips. The new stop loss is going to be 0.65370. That's now going to be 22 pips. And the new entry price is going to be 0.65585. And here's your call. AUD USD, that is the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. This is going to be a 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 0.65585. Stop loss is 0.65370 for 22 pips. And take profit is 0.66449 for 86 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 4.02. Good morning, DJ. So with that being said, very limited pre-market action. It's now 2:11, about 4 minutes at 2:15, which should be expecting some additional opportunities to enter the market on buy and sell basis. And we'll be waiting on those. Amazing. Unless you've been hiding on the rock and not paying attention, Bitcoin has now hit an all-time high of $122,666. Pretty cool to see. It's taken most of the altcoin market along with it, which means that just in the interim, there really haven't been any opportunities to trade. So there's not much retracement in the market to enter any buys along with this trend just yet. Hopefully, we get a couple of those this week. Fortunately for us, there is no major news today. At least that's been announced. So it should be some pretty smooth sailing. I've got about 12 seconds to the quarter of the hour. Again, this process takes about 2 to 3 minutes for TradingView to go through all the assets that we do trade to spit out these opportunities. So we'll see what we end up getting here. Boom, just like that, we've got a few buy opportunities on crypto perpetuals. Let's take a look at those. We have a buy opportunity on WCT USDT. We will be taking that. It's going to be a buy to 0.3712. As for why we're taking a trade, it called a buy. Price is above the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA, and the 800 EMA, which confirms an uptrend. The buyers in control of the market. It's a wonderful entry. Let's go ahead and drop in these parameters real quick. And I will have this trade out to you shortly. All right, so this is WCT, USDT, 15-minute confirmation, a market execution buy. It's a perfect 4.00 risk to reward ratio. To take profit 0.3712. That's going to be for 260 pips. The stop loss is going to be 0.3387. And that's going to be for 65 pips. And the entry price is going to be at 0.3452. And here's your trade. WCT, USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Entry price is 0.3452. Stop loss is 0.3387 for 65 pips. Take profit is 0.3712 for 260 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 4.00. Moving on, you've got Spell USDT. Again, price above the 50, the 200, and the 800, which is an uptrend. Buyers in control of the market. This is a buy to 0.0005693. Long position. And Spell, SPLL, USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. This time it's a 3.97 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 0.0005693. That's going to be for 429 pips. Stop loss is 0.0005156. And that's going to be for 108 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.0005264. And here's your next call. Spell, SPLL, USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Entry price is 0.0005264. Stop loss is at 0.0005156 for 108 pips. Take profit is 0.0005693 for 429 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 3.97. It's a typo there, so let me fix that. So that's spell. Move on to the next one. This is IOS USDT. Again, another buy. Price above the 50 to 200 and the 800. That's an uptrend. Buyers in control of the market. It's going to be a buy to 0.004172. Again, another long position. It's going to be a 3.95 risk to reward ratio. All right, let's go ahead and dump this in. IOS USDT 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy with a 3.95 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 0.004172. That's going to be for 324 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.003766. That's going to be for 82 pips. Entry price is going to be 0.003848. And here's your next call. IOS USDT 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 0.003848. Stop loss is 0.003766 for 82 pips. Take profit is 0.004172 for 324 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 3.95. For those of you that are interested in actually taking these trades, and you may or may not have the broker for it, I'm going to drop in the broker that I am using. This is Liquid Brokers. These are the trades that are in purple, the crypto perpetual trades being called there. They also have a lot of the other assets that I call as well. But if you do happen to want superior leverage on the other trades that are not crypto perpetual trades that I take, you want to use my secondary broker, which is LXFX, to take those trades. In terms of keeping track of the trades, in case you find that helpful, here's the link to the entire trade book on TradingView. And in case you want to keep abreast of the trades that are called, even when I'm not on the live, because I'm only on here 2 hours a day, then you can join my private trading group, which is Project Genesis. I do not charge for this. This is free of charge. And there you go. That is the link to my Telegram group. It will require you to download Telegram or have it on your computer to get access to the group. Nothing else you have to do but click the link and get that done. So with that being said, we are waiting until 2:30 in the morning. It's a little less than 5 minutes from now from yet more opportunities to enter the market on a buy and sell basis. I do expect more of those opportunities to hit tonight. Not everything is perfectly aligned with Bitcoin, which is wonderful because it gives us opportunities to get into the market. So now we wait about 4 minutes and 20 seconds to the half of the hour, 2:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Again, for those of you that are just now joining us, we did recently have an all-time high hit. This is about an hour and a half ago on Bitcoin at 122,666. It has rallied a good chunk of the altcoin market alongside of it, but there has been some retracement. So it's given us a few opportunities, three of them to be precise, to enter the market on a buy basis tonight. So hope you were able to take those trades. Fairly confident they're going to hit take profit. All right. Oh, I need to get up and get some more water. I will be right back. All right, we got about 30 seconds left to go to the half of the hour. We'll see what we end up getting. And it looks like we have a buy opportunity on along with his perpetual cryptocurrency brother. 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities. Let's make some more money. Have a buy on Litecoin versus the US dollar. Again, prices above the 50, the 200, and the 800 EMA. These are major areas of support. The 5 EMA is over the 13 EMA. The buyers in control of the market. This is going to be a buy to 103.23. Again, a long position. They'll give us some more breathing room in this stop loss. All right, here we go. This is Litecoin, LTC, USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Risk reward ratio is going to be a perfect 4.00. Take profit is 103.23. That's going to be for 612 pips. Stop loss is going to be 95.58. That's going to be for 153 pips. And entry price is going to be 97.11. Is going to be your next call, LTC, USD, Litecoin versus US dollar. 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Entry price is 97.11. Stop loss is 95.58 for 153 pips. Take profit is going to be 103.23 for 612 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 4.00. Moving on, we have Matisse versus USDT. Again, aqua gray blue, uptrend. Buyers in control of the market. Prices above support. There's going to be a buy to 1984. Again, a long position from current price. We're going to give ourselves some more room on the stop. And this is Matisse, METIS. USDT, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Again, another 4.00 risk to reward ratio with take profit at $19.84. That's going to be for 172 pips. Stop loss is going to get us to 17.69. And that's going to be for 43 pips. And entry price is going to be 18.12. And here's your next call. Matisse, METIS, USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 18.12. Stop loss is 17.69 for 43 pips. Take profit is 19.84 for 172 pips, with a risk to reward ratio of 4.00. Moving on, we have Litecoin versus USDT. Again, an uptrend, aqua over gray over blue. We have buyers in control of the market with the 5 over 13 EMA and prices above support. We're going to be taking this to $103.20. Long position from current price to 103.20. We'll give ourselves some additional room on this stop. And this is going to be LTC, Litecoin, versus Tether, USDT. It's a 3.94 risk to reward ratio. Take profit at $103.20. And that's going to be for 610 pips. Stop loss is going to be at 95.55. It's about 455 pips. And entry price is going to be at $97.10. All right, here we go. A Litecoin, LTC, USDT. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 97.10. Stop loss is 95.55 for 155 pips. Take profit is 103.20 for 610 pips with a risk to reward ratio of 3.94. And the last one for this time, this is Bake versus Tether. Again, aqua gray blue, uptrend, buyers in control of the market, 5/13. Price is above support. We're going to be taking this. Say long to 0.1007. Long position from current price. Going to give us some more room on this stop. And this is going to be Bake, BAKE, USDT. Bake versus Tether. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. This time is going to be a 3.86 risk to reward ratio. With take profit at 0.1007. That's going to be for 85 pips. Stop loss is going to be at 0.900. 0.0900. That's for 22 pips. And entry price is going to be at 0.0922. 0.0922. And here's your next call. BAKE USDT. That's Bake versus Tether. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 0.0922. Stop loss is at 0.0900 for 22 pips. Take profit is 0.1007 for 85 pips and a risk reward ratio of 3.86. So with that, we're all cut up for now. Next trade should come out in 4 minutes and 30 seconds at 2:45 in the morning. We're staying on trend. These are probably going to be 15-minute confirmations, which is just fine by me. So we have Litecoin USDT, which is already in profit. This is a crypto perpetual spot trade. And we have Matisse, Litecoin, and Bake. 2 in profit, 1 slightly under entry price. Just a matter of time. And we do appear to have hit yet another all-time high at 123,218. Bitcoin is still rallying. A little over 3 minutes left to go. The basic theory here is simple. We have a buy rally on Bitcoin versus Tether. So what we're expecting is some type of retracement on price on other coins that will give us buy opportunities to enter the market to take this ride alongside Bitcoin. And so far, that's happened to us 8 times tonight. So not a bad start. A little slower than last Monday. I believe we had 15 trades in the first hour and a half. But Mondays can be a little tricky anyway. A little less than 2 minutes left to go. Be interesting to see where the fair market gaps are here. So there are quite a few on this run up. So there's plenty of places for it to drop down to. But at this point, because of where price is, each one of these areas are areas of support. So it's going to have to break through all of this to decline in price. About 30 seconds left to go. Be 2:45 a.m. in the morning. We'll be going to about 4 a.m. Let's see if we get some more action here. Again, it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes for TradingView to go through all the assets that we do trade to determine if there are any trades to evaluate to get into on a buy or sell basis. So here we go. And we got more than a few. Looks like we have 4 to start. Start evaluating. The first is Wi-Fi USDT. Again, aqua, gray, blue, that's an uptrend. Buyers in control of the market. The 5 is over to 13. And price is above support. We will be entering this trade. It's a buy to 61.66. It's going to be a long position. Let's give ourselves some more breathing room on this stop loss. Okay. We got another one that popped off. This is going to be Wi-Fi. YFI USDT, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. In this case, it's going to be a 3.96 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 6,166. That's going to be for 384 pips. Stop loss is going to be the 56.85. And that's going to be for 97 pips. And entry price is going to be at 57.82. And here's your next call. This is YFI, USDT, Wi-Fi versus Tether. 15-minute confirmation, a market execution buy. Entry price is going to be 5782 even. Stop loss is going to be 5685 even for 97 pips. Intake profit is going to be 6166 even for 384 pips. Risk reward ratio is 3.96. Moving on, we've got XPT. This is Ripple versus USD. It's a spot cryptocurrency. We have aqua gray blue, uptrend. We have buyers in control of the market. Price over support. It's going to be a buy. Actually, this is platinum. Sorry. So this is going to be a buy to 1497.958. And we're going to take a long position. 1497.958. Going to give ourselves some more wiggle room here. Got to go and grab my rubric. And this is going to be XPT, USD, platinum versus the United States dollar. This is a 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Risk reward ratio is going to be 4.01. Take profit is going to be 1497.958. It's going to be for 45,970 pips. Stop loss is going to be 1440.517. That's going to be for 11,471 pips. And entry price is going to be 1451.988. And here's your next call. This is platinum versus the United States dollar, XPT, USD, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Entry price is 1451.988. Stop loss is 1440.517 for 11,471 pips. Take profit is 1497.958 for 45,970 pips and a risk reward ratio of 4.01. Again, that is platinum versus the United States dollar. Moving on, we have Dash versus Tether. Again, aqua gray blue. Uptrend, we have buyers in control of the market. Price over support. It's going to be a buy at $24.67. So long position from current price. ourselves more position on the stop loss. Oops. All right, this is going to be Dash versus Tether, DASH. It's going to be a 4.05 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is $24.67. That's going to be for 174 pips. Stop loss is going to be $22.50. That's going to be for 43 pips. And entry price is going to be $22.93. And here's your next call of the night. This is Dash Coin, DASH, USDT, Dash versus Tether, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Entry price is $22.93. Stop loss is $22.50 for 43 pips. Take profit is $24.67 for 174 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 4.05. Moving on, we have IOTX USDT. Again, aqua gray blue, confirming an uptrend. Buyers in control of the market and prices above support. We'll be taking this buy to 0.02466. 2466. Long position from current price. And we're going to give ourselves additional room here. And this is going to be IOTX, the USDT. IOTX versus Tether. Market execution buy on a 15-minute confirmation. Risk reward ratio is going to be a perfect 4.00. Take profit is going to be 0.02466. That's going to be for 204 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.02211. It's going to be for 51 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.02262. And here's your next call. IOTX USDT. IOTX versus Tether. 15-minute confirmation, a market execution buy. Entry price is 0.02262. Stop loss is 0.02210 for 51 pips. Take profit is 0.02466 for 204 pips. And a risk reward ratio of 4.00. Moving on, we have ICX USDT. Again, aqua gray blue. This is an uptrend. Buyers in control of the market with price above support. There's going to be a buy to 0.1484. Long position from current price. Give ourselves some additional room on this stop. This time it's going to be ICX USDT, ICX versus Tether. It's a market execution buy on a 15-minute confirmation. This time it's going to be 3.96 was the reward ratio. Take profit is 0.1484. It's going to be for 99 pips. Stop loss is 0.1360. That's going to be for 25 pips. And entry price is going to be 0.1385. Oops. Here's your next call. ICX USDT. This is ICX versus Tether. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 0.1385. Stop loss is 0.1360 for 25 pips. Take profit is 0.1484 for 99 pips, and a risk reward ratio of 3.96. Moving on, we've got Dash versus the United States dollar. This is a spot cryptocurrency. Again, we have aqua gray blue, uptrend, buyers in control of the market with price above support. There's going to be a buy to $24.55. Long position from current price. And this is going to be Dash, DASH, versus the United States dollar. On a 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. It's going to be a 3.90 risk to reward ratio. Would take profit at $24.55. That would be for 160 pips. Stop loss is going to be at $24 or $22.54. 22.54. And it's going to be for 41 pips. And entry price is going to be at $22.95. And here's your next call. Dash, DASH, versus the 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy, entry price 22.95, stop loss 22.54, take profit $24.55 for 160 pips, and risk reward ratio of 3.90. Now we've run right into the 3 o'clock time frame. We do have more opportunities, so we're going to keep reviewing and posting what is valid. Let's get Dash out and posted to our trades. All right, we've got a futures call. This is on PL1. Again, aqua gray blue. Buyers in control of the market with price above supports. This is going to be a buy to 1510.1. Long from current price. Give ourselves more room on the stop. And again, this is a 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. This is on PL1. Again, it's a future. 3.92 risk to reward ratio. Take profit 1510.10. And it's going to be for 498 pips. Stop loss is going to be 1447.6. That's going to be for 127 pips. Entry price is going to be 1460.30. And here's your next call. PL1, 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 1460.30. Stop loss is 1447.60 for 127 pips. Take profit is 1510.10 for 498 pips. And a risk reward ratio of 3.92. Moving onward, we have our first Forex call of the night. This is New Zealand dollar versus Japanese yen. Aqua gray blue. This is an uptrend with price above supports. Buyers are controlling the market. It's going to be a buy to 88.872. Give ourselves some additional room on the stop. And this is NZD, New Zealand dollar, versus the Japanese yen, the 15-minute. Well, yeah, 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy, 3.79 risk to reward ratio. Take profit at 88.872. This is going to be for 60 pips. Stop loss is going to be 88.111. And that's going to be for 16 pips. And entry price, 88.270. Here's your next call. The New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, NZD, JPY. The 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy. Entry price is 88.270. Stop loss is 88.111 for 16 pips. Take profit is 88.872 for 60 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 3.79. Moving on, we have the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. Aqua gray blue. This is an uptrend with buyers in control of the market and price above support. This will be a long position to 97.86. I'm sorry, 97.68. 6868. There we go. We're going to get a long position from current price. 97.68. This gives ourselves some more wiggle room on this stop. get this out. This time is going to be AUD JPY. This is the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. On a 15-minute confirmation, market execution buy with a 3.85 risk to reward ratio. Take profit is 97.680. That's going to be for 87 pips. Stop loss is going to be 96.584. That's going to be for 23 pips. Entry price is going to be 96.810. Here's your next call of the night. AUD JPY. This is the Australian dollar versus Japanese yen. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 96.810. Stop loss is 96.584 for 23 pips. Take profit is 97.680 for 87 pips. And a risk to reward ratio of 3.85. All right, and the last one that we have right now, Storage versus USDT. We have aqua ray blue, uptrend. We have buyers in control of the market with price above support. We're going to take this on a buy to 0.3267. Long position from current price. Give ourselves some additional room on this stop. And this is Store J versus USDT. Store J versus Tether. 4.02 was the reward ratio. Take profit 0.3267. That's going to be for 245 pips. Stop loss is going to be 0.2961. That's going to be for 61 pips. And entry price is going to be at 0.3022. And with that, we are finally caught up. Here's your next signals. Store J, STORJ, USDT. That's Store J versus Tether. 15-minute confirmation. Market execution buy. Entry price is 0.3022. Stop loss is 0.2961 for 66 pips, 61 pips. Take profit is 0.3267 for 245 pips. And a risk reward ratio of 4.02. It's now 3:10 in the morning. Next marker for us is going to be at 3:15 in the morning. Well, we should get some more opportunities to evaluate to enter the market. So let's get these marked off and move them to the proper categories in our watch list. We did get 2 major and minor Forex pairs. We got 1 precious metal. We got 1 future. And we have 6 crypto perpetual trades. All right, so we do have some retracement from the all-time high on Bitcoin from 122,218. Got a little over 3 minutes left to go to 3:15 in the morning. All right, about a minute and a half left. Really hope you guys are enjoying tonight's session. We've had a lot of action tonight, so has definitely not been boring. You kind of see the process in action. Same analysis over and over again. We know what we're looking for. Can execute the trades relatively quickly. And the rest of it is just waiting. And for those of you that are interested in stats, the color-coded system that you see is basically what I'm using to call signals. So we have major and minor Forex pairs, that are the green signals. Have the exotic pairs, which are the yellow signals. There's spot cryptocurrency, which is cryptocurrency versus the United States dollar, that's blue. Anything on indices, natural gas, that's going to be red. Anything that's perpetual cryptocurrency or stocks are going to be purple. Anything that are futures are going to be orange. Since May the 2nd of this year, which is when I started trading for the year, we're at 592 wins versus 525 losses, win rate percentage of 53.18%, and pips won 1,794,184. We've been pretty spot on. It's not 345. It does look like we have one opportunity for a buy on Great British Pound versus New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at that. Just a sell opportunity. And this is a good example here. So we have blue, gray, aqua confirming the downtrend. We have sellers in control of the market on this asset on this time frame, but price is between the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. That's support. That's resistance. This is a trade I would not enter. So even though it's calling a sell, this isn't ideal for us. So we won't be taking this particular trade. What is more likely to do is either fall into the consolidation that's basically already been in, or to reverse higher before dropping. So with that being said, that might be our only alert for 3:15 in the morning. Next time frame is going to be 3:30 in the morning. So this will be our first lull that we've had the entire session. It's about a little less than 13 minutes. 3:45 in the morning, perfect time to go grab yourself something to drink, late night snack, stretch your legs, whatever you need to do. We'll be back at it in less than 13 minutes. By the way, if you do happen to have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the chat. I'm going to reiterate some additional information I left earlier. If you want to follow along with the trades that I am calling, I'll go ahead and drop my brokers and some other information in the chat so that you can go ahead and get that done. For these crypto perpetual trades, which are the purple trades that you see in the chart, which are cryptocurrencies against Tether, I use liquid brokers. They also have all of the other assets that I call, with the exception of futures. I use Top Step X for that. If you do want superior leverage on anything else other than crypto perpetual trades, you want to use my secondary broker, which is LHFX. For instance, the calls that we recently called on New Zealand dollar versus Japanese yen and Australian dollar versus Japanese yen, you would make more money taking those trades on LHFX than you would on liquid brokers. For those of you that want to keep abreast of all the trades that we have called, this is the entire trade book. It's a link to the list on TradingView. You click that, you'll get access to the entire list in live time of the trades that we are calling. And then if you happen to want to follow along and join the group for calls outside of the live, it does happen. I call 24/7. Here's the Telegram group, Project Genesis, which is my own personal signals chat. Free of charge, doesn't cost you anything. You can follow along, ask any questions that you need to have answered, and go from there. So again, this is literally the first time we've had a break, and here we are an hour and 20 minutes in for the first time with a little bit of rest. For those of you who have been here the entire live, you've seen it's been non-stop action of calls. We started with a hit stop loss and recall on Australian dollar versus US dollar. And since then, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 trades. Not bad for a Monday. About 8.5 minutes left to go to the half of the hour. That'll be 3:30 in the morning. Again, we'll be going to about 4 a.m. The way that looks is that at 4 a.m. we don't have any additional calls. We'll end the live at that point. Be interested to see if we actually get any real retracement. We do appear to have hit a fair value gap on a sell basis. So price is hovering between these two levels. So we'll need to break about 122,200 to fall into yet another fair value gap, which is sizable. But for price to decline on Bitcoin, it's got to break through all these levels. So it'd be quite a feat to see whether or not it holds price at this level and continues to go up, or starts to break through all these levels as it goes down. There's certainly a litany of fair value caps across the entire market, but the buyers are not having it right now. When I went to sleep last night before the start of this session, Bitcoin was just over $118,000, and I woke up and it was past 121,000. That's why it always pays to actually know what you're doing. Not going to just enter the market based off of FOMO. We waited for retracement on a lot of opportunities and hopped in on long positions along with the trend on Bitcoin. And that's been pretty good for us tonight, just for shits and giggles. Some retracement because Bitcoin has gone down a little bit. But all those trades are going to launch on us, which is fine by me. You trade with the trend. So short-term retracement. Interesting. It was kind of cool to see that the growth of Bitcoin, at least at this point, it's a little slower than it was for the last few years. Because at this point in 2023, Bitcoin was up 256.29%. And it's only up 25% now. So it still hasn't regained all of the loss it had from 2024 to this point. All right. 3.5 minutes left to go to 3:30 in the morning. That's going to be the half of the hour. We may get some 15-minute and some 30-minute confirmations at that point. We shall see. Hmm. All right, a little over 2 minutes left to go to the half of the hour. I do expect a few opportunities for us to evaluate. Mostly because there's been a very small piece of retracement on Bitcoin, which may have given opportunity for these altcoins to retrace a little bit. So I'm expecting at least a couple of buy opportunities. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how the market kind of adjusts to these additional ETFs that are under review by the Securities and Exchange Commission, revolving around Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the ones that have still not have been approved for Ripple. I think when Ripple hits the market, you're going to really have a nice real rally across the market. We'll see. All right, I've got about 30 seconds left to go to the half of the hour. See if we get some action here. Again, TradingView is going to go through all the assets that we do trade on the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily, and spit out possible buy or sell opportunities, which we will evaluate in live time to enter those trades. And here we go. And this process takes about 3 minutes. If it doesn't give us anything, then our next opportunity to enter the market will be at 3:45 in the morning, a little over 15 minutes from now. It's 14 minutes left to go. "13 minutes. It's looking like it's highly likely it's going to be quiet to 3:45 in the morning, so be some more waiting for us to do." pretty dang on quiet. All right. Just straight up more waiting. A little over 10 minutes left to go to 3:45 in the morning. We'll see what we end up with. All right, 8 minutes left to go to 3:45 in the morning. And we're just waiting for our next slide of possible opportunities to enter the market. I, for one, can't wait to get back in this bed. 5.5 minutes left to go. Hmm. 4 minutes. Three minutes. 2 minutes left to go. To 3:45 in the morning. All right, 30 seconds left to go. We'll Good to see what we end up getting here. All right, here we go. So nothing immediate. It does take about 3 minutes for TradingView to evaluate all of the assets that we do trade on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily. We don't get anything for 3:45 a.m. Our next and final time mark is at 4 a.m. in the morning Central Standard Time. I am the Pit Messiah, your host for the Quiet Storm live trading session for Monday, July the 14th, 2025. If you have found value in the live, I do encourage you to subscribe to the channel, to like the video, and to turn on the notifications so that you keep abreast of when I do go live in the market. The Quiet Storm live trading session is held every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we go for about 2 hours to 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. I do trade throughout the day. The link to the Telegram group Project Genesis is in the chat. So you can click on that, download Telegram either on the web or on your mobile device or tablet. You can keep abreast of all the trades that I call 24/7. I also did drop the links to the two brokers that I use, Liquid Brokers and LHFX. Both are excellent, lots of withdrawal options. They're stable, they're very quick on execution, and you profit well with them. I also dropped the link to the TradingView watch list for the entire trade book. It's going to be everything that we have called in the past that is still active, plus the calls from tonight, of which there have been 18 so far. So we have had a gangbusters experience together tonight. All right, about 12 minutes left to go to the top of the hour. Solid work. 10 minutes left to go. Interesting enough, because it will be the top of the hour, we could get concurrent opportunities on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. So it'd be interesting to see if anything does actually pop off. About 8 minutes left to go. About 5 minutes left to go. Four minutes. Three minutes. Two minutes. One minute. Thirty seconds. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we get. nothing immediate. Again, this takes about 2 to 3 minutes to go through all these assets. Again, I am the Pit Messiah, your host for the live trading session for Monday, July the 14th, 2025. If you have found value in the live, I do encourage you to subscribe to the channel, to like the video, and to turn on those notifications so you can keep abreast of when I do go live in the market. The Quiet Storm live trading sessions are held every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we'll be back in the morning at 2 a.m. on July the 15th to do this all over again. So I hope you'll join me. And we'll get after it. And it does not appear like we're going to get anything for 4 o'clock in the morning. So that being the case, I'll see you guys at 2 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. Cheers.